To inspire, to uplift, different people share their gifts. A safe space and open door on a journey to explore human beings.
Happy Monday.
Hey, y'all.
Happy Monday and welcome to A Human Being. I am your host, Dwayne Wiggins Jr., along here with my beautiful, talented co-host, Ana Henderson.
Hey,
everybody. Thank you so much for joining our season 2 finale tonight. We are excited. What a journey this has been. I am all the way in San Diego, California.
Yeah.
I am here in California. So excited to be here. It is now 5:01. The sun is still up high, and the people are probably just getting off work and going home to prepare for their evening.
Listen, I love it. And if I could just say so myself, I love your background. I love
Thank you.
Scenery. So nice.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And thank you all so much for watching and joining us tonight. We really do appreciate you all that have been with us on this journey, who have been going through this whole process with us for the last 7 months or so, maybe?
Yeah.
Like November. We came back with season 2 premiere in November. Yeah, we got to count it out.
Yes, 8 going on
8 months or so. So we came back. We came back in November for season 2. I did season 1 by myself as our little pilot to try to figure out if this is something that I wanted to do, was going to do, or whatever the case may be. And
you did great.
Thank you. So as I started to think about what that would look like and how to revamp the show and all of those things, I thought it was important to have a co-host and think about what that would look like and who it would be. So Ana, since November, I have enjoyed being on this ride with you. And we made it 17 episodes later. Can you believe that?
17?
17 episodes.
Oh my God, it doesn't even feel like that much. I didn't even know it was that much.
Yeah, and I think what's so amazing is like what we've been able to experience, through this process of, interviewing different people and, the tears that have come, the laughter, the joy, the serious conversations, the fun, the audience participation, all of the viewers, all of the people that have come back to watch the show. What I should have did before this show, I should have calculated how many views that we've had on all 17 episodes. I'm so interested to know that. Like, we've had some people that will go back and watch the show, and within a week, we would have like some shows 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 views from people who have watched us on the show. So thank you so much for this. Yes.
So amazing. Sometimes I can see those numbers, and it's all because of you guys. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. This ride has been nothing short of amazing. Okay. I learned so much. And just as you said, all of the tears, the laughter, just the way it feels like home, the way it feels like family, because that's what we are.
Absolutely.
Just ride with us.
I know, right? So tonight we're talking about new beginnings, and we're going to share and talk about that and discuss that. We don't have any guests, and we purposely did not want to have guests tonight because we wanted to have an opportunity to really just connect with those who will view us live tonight, and then just share like what our personal journeys have been, even through these last 17 episodes of the transitions and the times that, we were able to come together to put shows together. So I'm so grateful for everybody. So I'm going to ask you to do me a huge favor. Please share this live video because we want to invite everyone into into our conversation tonight on new beginnings. And we want people to share like the new beginnings that they have in their life, so I'm really excited to talk about that. So since the last time that we talked, what's been going on with you? How have you been and all of those great things?
Catch up. So, I experienced some car troubles since the last we spoke. And for those of you who know, if I don't have a car, my world shuts down. I have these amazing 4 children who are spaced out enough so there's enough activities to go around. And, just that worry and concern of how I'm going to get there. It's so much money being spent on Ubers and Lyfts. And, life goes on, basically. Yeah. But by the grace of God, I definitely reached out to a lot of people just asking if they know of any vehicles being sold. You gave a wonderful suggestion to post it on Facebook, which I got a lot of responses. So thank you if you are watching, and if you did send a comment or just prayers my way, thank you so much. But listen, God came through and we were actually able to purchase another used van over the weekend. So by the grace of God, that has been lifted off of my shoulders, but that has been the bulk of my week, and just trying to talk to different people, trying to network, trying to really investigate and put that work in to get a result. And we were able to do that. So quick shout out to Ana, because her dad is actually the one
I love that
was able to pair us up with this sale. So shout out to them. Thank you so much. She is like my guiding angel. She doesn't know, like, she always finds a way to come through for me when I don't even expect it. It's like not even a question or a gesture in her direction. And she's just like, girlfriend, what's going on? You need this. And I'm like, how do you know? How did you do that? So I'm super grateful for her. But that, that's pretty much my catch up. So what's been going on with you, honey? Because Operation Move.
Operation Move is done.
It's done.
It's done. And I think that I do want to just shout out a couple of people throughout the night, but there's been so much support and encouraging words, and people that have given money towards the move, people who have purchased things for me for the move. Yeah. Like, I am so grateful. Like, I mean, it's one of those things to where, and tonight I want to be transparent as possible, but it's one of those things to where, when people just love you and they want to show support, and sometimes they may not know how to do it, they just do whatever they can do. And I think that I am so grateful to have, my friends who jumped in to make sure that I have food in my house. Making sure that I have food here, making sure that my car was able to be shipped. And then also to make sure that once my car was shipped, to be able to obtain my car. So it's just like those friends that have just jumped in without question, without like second thought or second nature, has just blown my mind to really make this happen. And to my sister, who has just been so supportive and instrumental and just really helping me to do this. Shout out to Chantel. Shout out to and Lori and Sophia. Like, Sophia did something for me that just blew my mind, like, without even question. Like, and I think like those are like the phenomenal moments where your friends, when they check in on you to make sure that you are good and making sure that you have things that you need, because very transparently, pride won't always allow me to ask or to say, I would rather almost go without sometimes. I'm working on that. But it almost make you want to go without sometimes versus like asking people, because, like, especially when like your friends and your group have already got their things going on and things that they want to do. And it's like, you don't want to burden them down with what's going on. So it's like, you don't want to ask. But to every single person that has jumped in and has tangibly made this move possible, thank you. And to those who have, showed up through like their prayers and their words of encouragement, thank you. I'm so grateful for everybody. Definitely have to give a shout out to Eric and like how instrumental and how loving he's been through this process to just really support. Shout out to my grandmother, who just stepped up like the G that she is. Like, Grandma Lois just shows up and shows out every single time. And it's one of those things that I'm so grateful to have her in my life, because she was very instrumental with like making sure that this move was possible as well. And I'm here. And, I've been in the house for the most part. I did go out to lunch with Tia and Connor from Boost. Tia's the CEO of Boost and Connor works with Boost. And I was able to go out with them and have lunch in downtown San Diego, which was beautiful. And I've been in the house for the most part, just working, catching up on things, and doing a lot of things that I would like to do. So I'm grateful to be here. I miss my family. I miss you guys so much. Like I miss my family and friends. So I had a moment last night. But it wasn't like a big moment. It was just I was missing what was familiar, and I think it ties really hand in hand with talking about this show tonight about like new beginnings. Like one of the things that happened last night as I was driving, I went to my sister's house yesterday. We had dinner and I cooked.
Okay.
And she gave me the biggest compliment. I was like, "Girl, I'm so grateful." She said, "But I cooked some oxtails and collard greens and macaroni and cheese, rice and cornbread." Listen, I did. I did. We had such a wonderful time spent together yesterday. So, so I was so grateful to just spend time with her. And then last night when I left her on my way home, I was really thinking to myself, like, you start to question and you start to doubt certain things. Like, did I make the right decision and all of those things? But I know within my heart that I did, because everything aligned itself for this move and everything just came together. So it's like when you are in a place of questioning, like those new beginnings and what you should do, it's like everything when you are in those moments of questioning, then everything kind of comes back to your remembrance of like, yes, this was what you were supposed to do. And you'll have those moments of missing. I'm cracking up at Sophia. Sophia said how much you miss us pop up. I will be popping up very soon in August. I will be popping up very, very soon. I cannot wait. To pop up and just come back to Philadelphia and visit, because that's been my home for the last 17 years of my life. So I can't wait to pop up back in Philadelphia and see all of my peeps.
Honey.
I know. Listen, I'm so grateful because I'm actually in the process of working. I'm going to be presenting at a conference in Columbia, South Carolina, coming up very soon. So I'll be going to Columbia, then coming from Columbia to Philadelphia to come see you in your wonderful show. I can't wait to do that. We'll talk a little bit more about that tonight. And then I'll be coming back here, and then I'll be coming back to Philadelphia within like a week or two from that, because I'll be officiating a wedding at the end of August. So I'm really excited to be back in Philadelphia. So I'm happy. We've had Patrice said, I need my hug, brother. Lori said 17 years. Yes, I can't wait to hug them. I can't wait to hug y'all. I cannot wait. And 17 years. I was in Philadelphia for 17 years. It does not feel like that. It did not seem like that. Like it just was.
Oh, that's crazy. The time really flew. And it really is just the thought of you just not being here.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's so crazy. Like, we really sit here and talk about this. Like, he's really on the other side. Nora talking about come over for dinner.
I know. Even today, she's like, come over for dinner. I wish I could. I'm like, I wish I could come over for dinner.
A new beginning. That's all it is.
I know.
A new beginning.
Anna, they are showing you love. Sophia said, we rolling up, Anna. And Patrice said, we'll be there, Anna. Yes, we will definitely be there to show you support with this wonderful show that you are a part of. So I'm excited for that.
Yes, thank you, ladies. I'm excited too, y'all. We're going to talk about that later.
Yes. But that's pretty much what's been going on with me. Oh, go ahead. What'd you say?
Sorry, am I going in and out?
A little bit, but it's okay. Yeah, you good.
But no, if you can hear me, I just want to encourage you. I know that we're always going to have our moments when change happens, but I definitely know that you're in the right place. There's so many opportunities. And as you said, everything is aligning. If it wasn't meant, it would not be. So you stay strong and know that we love you all the way over here from Philly. Ain't nothing changed. And you stay focused. We're going to be there to visit. So
thank you. I love y'all so much. And like I said, the support has been so amazing, and the opportunities. Like I am, even in this space that I'm in, I am doing coaching. I am working on projects for myself. There's a lot that's happening. So I'm grateful. And, and the weather being beautiful every single day.
It's going to give it a plus.
It does add the greatness of being here every single day. I mean, every single day the sun is out. I'm like, I was talking to my sister. I'm like, when does it rain? Like, when is the rain? I'm like, is there like when is the cloudy days? Like what? But every single day that I've been here, the sun has been out. The sun has been popping. I mean, the flip flops and shorts are every single day. So yeah,
that's amazing. I love that for you, and I love that for when I come visit.
You listen, like I said, I always tell people San Diego is one of my favorite cities in the United States. And I've been to many cities. Like I've had an opportunity and been fortunate enough to travel all across the United States and just visit different places for vacations and traveling and all like just different things. So it's one of those things to where I say hands down, it's one of the most beautiful cities I've ever been to. Like the weather is great. I mean, every city has their little whatever, but the weather is great. They're building up in different places. Me and my sister, we were just talking today about the Gaylords that they just built up in down in Chula Vista, and we were looking. It's so beautiful. Like I can't wait for my sibs to come out and visit. Like I cannot wait. We are going to have the best time. Like I can't wait to show you all around.
That is exciting. I need to travel more, so I'm definitely looking forward to coming out. I have a couple stops or a couple trips, shall I say?
Okay.
Hopefully before the year is out, God willing. So yes, I'm excited. I haven't been anywhere, so
right. Yeah. So tonight, guys, we are talking about new beginnings and what that looks like and being able to explore it. And the inspiration really behind this show tonight was that we were closing out our season 2 and then going into our season 3, which we will return and we'll let you know when we will return at the end of this show. But to really talk about like how Ana and I and a lot of our viewers have been embarking on new adventures and new beginnings. So I think, Ana, I want to talk to you a little bit and then I'll share from me. A lot of people already know because I've been talking about, this transition and this journey. But I want to talk to you a little bit about like your new beginnings and like when did you start to embark on this new beginning and what are you looking forward to like on this journey?
So new beginnings for me, well, for one, this is a new beginning with the van, but I've definitely had a new beginning or a transition with my career, with my job, with my occupation, and it's been overwhelming, if I can say so, because I really don't know where I want to go. And all that I mean by that is like, should I go for the school district? Should I stay in the airport? Should I go towards another admin job, staying in office? But what I do know is that opportunities will definitely present itself. And, all I can do is take a leap of faith at this point. You know what I mean? And one of my old bosses, she reached out to me the other day out of the blue, completely out of the blue. And she was just recommending a position that she feels would be a good fit for me. So I took some time. I went to the website. I learned about the company and, a little bit more on the position that she was referring. And I am very interested. And it kind of sparked something in me today because I feel like I'm very stuck in my ways. I'm at a job for years. Like I stay at a job. I'm good at my job. I get comfortable in my job. And this particular field is something that is not in my background.
Okay.
So it definitely sparked some excitement for me. I actually had the second part of the interview process today. So that was really exciting. And being in the office, seeing the environment, seeing how things can be, it really made me excited for this to be a new beginning. I don't know if I'm going to get the job. I definitely was confident. I think it was a great interview, but like I said, it sparked something. So I really want to go out there and see what is for me, what is comfortable for me. Because school is starting, I eventually have to get back out there, but I just want to make the right choice because I have a family and my children, they come first. And I worked a lot in my 20s, and I really want to be able to take a step back to still feel needed, but be able to still have that time to do my hobby, to act, to do this wonderful podcast with you. You know, I don't want it to be too much of a drastic change, but I am excited about new beginnings. And I think that it's important to feel, you know, feel it, feel through it, go through it, feel those emotions, whether it's anxiety, whether it's being nervous, um, just change in general. So for
Yeah.
me, new beginnings, I'm excited. And as I stated, I don't know what's going to happen, but I just look forward to even continuing to network, even if it's me, my new beginning, continuing to act, having more projects come out, being able to audition for different things. I've definitely enjoyed the ride that I've had so far with my latest projects. And yeah, I mean, that's what I got.
I get it. I think that whatever you do, you're going to be amazing at it. I trust that you will. But I think that even thinking about like within myself, and like I know that I was there like when your new thing
Mm-hmm.
started, when you were like, okay, I'm not at the airport. I'm going to try these things.
Yep.
And a lot of times, even thinking about like, I remember when I started to think about even coming here to San Diego, like, first of all, I always say this has been like 20 years in the making. San Diego is a place that I've always wanted to live because from the very first moment that I've been here, like back in 96, 97, when my uncle was here, I've always wanted to live here. But I just thought it was the most beautiful city, like the water and the weather and all of those things. I just always thought it was great. So I always wanted to do that. And I think a lot of times that, when you're thinking about, a new beginning, starting something new, leaving what's familiar. A lot of times what people don't take into account, like you feel these things, but a lot of people don't think about like the emotional landscape that you feel anytime that you're starting a new beginning. Like it's just like, it's complex and it's very multifaceted. Like it's like there's excitement, there's anxiety and fear, there's sadness of loss. Like I think about like, wow, the excitement of me going and following my dreams and like living in the moment and doing all these things. But then there's this anxiety and fear of like, okay, what's going to happen? Like, how is this going to happen? The fear of like uncertainties or, beginning to self-doubt and even failure, those emotions are really just a natural response to think about. And then when you think about like sadness and loss, like, in those moments, I felt like I'm leaving something behind. Like I'm leaving things behind, those relationships, the job that I had and all of the things that I was used to. And then it becomes like a mourning process. And like when you think about like grief, like you kind of go through like these different stages, but it becomes a mourning process of really what you're leaving behind. And then also one of the biggest things for me was like hope and anticipation, right? It sparks a feeling like really of like, the potential of like growth and learning and new experiences. And it just really, for me, has really inspired like optimism about the future of like things that I want to do, things that I desire to achieve, and all of those things. And then along with the hope and the anticipation, for me, what I also have felt is resilience to be able to say, I've done this. Like I've overcome like these challenges of the move. And then thinking about like, even coming into, the work that I'll be doing here, the people that I'll meet and how I'll navigate my connections and things like that. And, also really being able to adapt, just really trying to move through that emotional landscape to go through the process of adaptation of really finding like new routines and becoming comfortable with the change and really accepting that. And what I've been able to do through this process, although it's only been 2 weeks or so, what I've been able to really do in this process and is really, really reflect. Like I've always shared this on stuff. I'm really big on reflecting. So I've had an opportunity to reflect on, the new beginnings and the opportunities and what I look for in this next chapter of my life. So I think that anytime that there's these new beginnings, there's always this emotional landscape that you run into because you just never know how to feel and you never know what situations that are going to come your way to make you feel however you may be feeling, right?
Yes. I completely agree because especially, things that you were saying, like just failure, just the anxiety, like those thoughts definitely come with it, especially, with, and for my case, with this not being my background, but it's like, I'm for the challenge.
Yeah.
I am always for the challenge. I love to learn new things, and it's like, I got this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I'm with you. Like, look, so let me share this. So I've been in this process, you know about this, and like our friend group knows about this, like this process of me. I already have a job that I'll be working starting in September, but I've been looking for like something to make like my main thing. This is what I want to do. And I came across this one particular job that I've been interviewing for. I've had my first interview, I had my second interview, and this week is the week I'm supposed to find out if they want to hire me or not. It's an inaugural position, and I am thrilled and nervous all at the same time. And I'll share this at a later date why. I don't want to put too much out there right now.
Right.
But first of all, it would be the highest paid job I've ever had in my life. And I've made very decent amount of money in my career. Also, it'd be a position that I will be the one. Like, I am the person. Like, it would be a team of one that that I'll be kind of leading this board of directors for this thing. So like I said, I'll go into it later. But just even thinking about that, just it makes me anxious and excited and nervous and all of these things because it is a new field. Like, it's still in education. Let me just say that because, you know, I'm big on education. Like, that's where I'm at. But it's still in that same field. But I think it's natural to feel those nerves. And I think that it keeps us humble and even going through that process, because I don't want to walk in like, I got this, I got that. Although both interviews were amazing, I still could not be what they're looking for. Or it can be that that's not really what I'm meant to do. So it's just really trying to navigate, you know, this new beginning of being patient in the process. Because a lot of times, like, I think we are so used to wanting something the way that we want it, and we want it when we want it, and we want it now. Right. And so when things don't work out the way that we think they should, then we become upset. There's tears, there's all these things, there's all these mixed emotions about things not working our way. But what's important is timing. I think that timing is so important when we are seeking in these new beginnings, because in the beginnings, like, you don't want to put the cart before the horse. That's what people would say. Like, the horse carries the cart. The cart doesn't carry the horse. You know what I mean? So it's like, you don't want to rush into something without, you know, because I think a lot of times we can mess it up. Like, if we go into something and we try to take control, like, we can mess it up. So I just think that it's important in these processes that we be patient and just really pray and just wait for the answer.
Yes, that was me all week. I'm sorry, I just got to be realistic about it. That was literally me all week. You know, should we make this decision? I don't know. I think we should wait. And the end result, I'm so grateful that we waited, because of course it's either have the money to buy a car right out so that there's no note, you know, everything on us, or it was to get a note and have to pay that monthly, have the high full coverage insurance. And, you know, the way that we went about it, I think that will make out better in the end. And I just understand having that patience, because I did not, Jesus. I remember just so quick with the answer. Yes, let's just do it. And, you know, not really taking that time to think, to sit in it, to pray, you know, growing in that. So I'm grateful. And I trust the process. I trust God, and new beginnings are needed. Like, you know, there has to be change. There has to be growth. There has to be something that starts and stops and starts again. Like, you have to keep it going to the next level. So because
I like to tell people, think about this, right? Like, I think that it's okay in life to be, what's the word I want to say? Like, complacent with certain things. I think that if you find like your niche, you find like something that you enjoy, and you find something that you love, like, stay in that. Like, I agree with that. But I also find it to be true that a lot of times that when we become so complacent in things, we really don't take the opportunity to explore the world that's around us. And we also don't take the opportunity to really explore the other opportunities of things that are there. So I think about a lot of things. I think about staying in situations. I think about staying in relationships. I think about staying in jobs. I think about staying in other organizations, that I stayed in those things because it was familiar. It was complacent. It was easy. And it wasn't honestly until like I stepped out of certain things that things became like, I feel like I started really walking into like my full calling, like my full, and living in my full potential of life, you know. And I think about, and sometimes it takes other people to see things. I love to share this story. I love to share this story. I have to share it.
Eric,
I remember when we did the play Home, which was a phenomenal show. It was like a great show. And I remember like how the experience at the end with everybody, like we did like the altar call, people came up for prayer, all these things, whatever the case may be. And I remember, being very complacent where I was in life. Like, I'm like, everything is going good. This is going good. This is going good. This is going good. I don't really need to do anything else. I'm good at what I'm doing right here, right now. So I remember my sister who was watching, Patrice, said to me, we were having a conversation. I don't remember where we had the conversation, but we had a conversation right after this. And she began to really like speak into my life and say like, hey, I see you on such a bigger stage. Like, I see you reaching so many people. I see this happening, this happening. And I received that in the moment. Transparently, I didn't know how it was going to happen. I just didn't foresee it because I knew the place that I was in, and those places were very familiar, and it felt good to like really just be there, So once she said that to me, I really didn't take it. I took it for what she said and I received it, but I really just didn't know how that was going to happen. But it wasn't until a life circumstance made me put me in a place where it made me uncomfortable till I ended up coming out of that space and then really walking into like my true calling. And I always go back to that every time. I don't care where I go present. And that over the last couple of years, and it wasn't until I left that particular situation and kind of went on my own doing my thing. It wasn't until I came into that to where my entire life changed. Like, I don't care where I present, and that I presented all over the United States in the last couple of months. The last couple of years. And so I always go back and think about like what Patrice said to me, and I always share it like as a part of like my testimony whenever I'm sharing like that my platform was so much bigger. And some people may say, okay, you're going around to these educational conferences and you're speaking to people and you're sharing this, but every single time it turns into something that blows my mind. It turns into like a healing, like a deliverance, or whatever the case may be. It turns into something just more than me just presenting at an educational conference to superintendents, principals, vice principals, teachers. Like, it turns so much more into, almost like a church service.
Yeah.
It's those moments to where I've had these platforms that I know that I would not have had if I would have stayed in a particular situation that forced me to go out and just really start this new beginning of my life and honestly, I wouldn't change any of it. Maybe, I don't know, but I wouldn't change the fact that I am out doing what I love. And it has been the most life-changing thing. Oh my God, it's been the most life-changing thing of my life. Like, it's been great.
Love that.
We have people sharing comments. I want to go. We have a lot of family on tonight. Thank you all so much for joining and watching. Please make sure you share. Tonight we are talking about new beginnings in our season 2 finale. This is our 17th episode. And so we are really, really happy. And tonight we close it out with talking about new beginnings. We have Lori, who's joining us, saying the absolutely healing moment for sure, because you were there through the whole entire process. It was absolutely a moment of deliverance and healing. And then even Patrice says, brother, you are amazing. And God was showing me something in you that you couldn't even see yet. Absolutely. I had no idea that any of this would be happening or even taking place.
Yeah. Look at you now.
Look at me now, right? But when we think about new beginnings, like one of the things that I want to talk about while we're on the show tonight is really how to navigate those new beginnings. And this is something that is important to me because it's like, I don't always have the answers, but when I think about like my journey, I think about how I've been able to navigate this new beginning. I think about from the moment that I made the announcement when I went back to work and said like, hey, I'm going to be moving. I'm going to leave here and going to be moving to California, blah, 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 all that stuff. And I think what's important, I want to just give you guys 5 tips, and I'm going to try to put them across the screen while I share them with you. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, like type and talk. I am going to try my hardest so that you can see these tips that, that have helped me along the way. But one of the things that I want to say is that I'll say for everybody, the first thing is really embrace self-compassion. So we're talking about I'm giving you 5 tips for navigating new beginnings. So that's anything that you're doing in your life that's going to cause like you to be in a new beginning. Think about your new beginning. I don't care if it's a new job, if it's a new venture that you want to start on. So think about that. The first thing is to really embrace self-compassion. You got to really acknowledge that it's normal to feel a mix of emotions during your transitions. Be kind to yourself and do not be hard on yourself if things don't go perfectly the first time or the right way the first time. And I think like through myself and just thinking about me, when I think about this, I really had to embrace self-compassion because one, you go with the naysayers. You got people, you're going to move all the way to California. You're going to go, it's so expensive or whatever. I don't care where, at this point in life, everywhere, I don't care where you live. Everything is expensive. Right? Everything is expensive. So I really had to just embrace those moments of my self-compassion, the mixed emotions and everything that was coming along with that. I was like, I'm just going to embrace it and just really just take it on and take it for what it is. Okay. The next one that I want to share is, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to share and type at the same time. I don't know if it's going to let me.
Are we trying new stuff on the season finale?
I know, right? We might as well. So the next one that I want to share with you is, let's see if it'll come up. Yes, establish a routine. And I think that that's important too, to be able to establish a routine, because creating a sense of structure can help provide stability amidst the change. Establishing daily or weekly routines can make the new environment feel more familiar and manageable. One of the things that I've been doing, honestly, when I think about establishing a routine, the routine that I have to establish is the sleep pattern. Because when I tell you the sleep is throwing me off, I feel like I'm like when I first moved, people were forgetting that I was here. They were like texting me like 5 a.m. in the morning, it's 8 o'clock over there. I'm like, when I first was here the first week, by 9 o'clock, by 6 o'clock now, like going into 6 o'clock now, I was ready for bed. Like I'm like ready to get in the bed, in the covers. The sun is still out. I'm ready for bed. So I'm really trying to develop a routine of really just trying to establish, my sleep pattern, because that is honestly, that thing is doing something to me.
Imagine I'm having to remind myself, like, what time is it there? Let me count 3 back. Okay, got it.
The next one that I want to share is set small goals. So that's one of the things. I have so many large goals that I want to establish, but I feel that it's important for us to break down the larger objective to achievable, smaller goals. Celebrate those small wins. It can really boost your confidence and motivate you as you navigate through new beginnings. And so even today, when I'm thinking about, the new beginnings on today, like I was able to really knock out my to-do list. I went to bed at a decent time last night after I watched Big Brother and Housewives of Atlanta. I was able to go to bed at a decent hour. I woke up this morning and I felt so refreshed. And I think that that's like, so even going through that, I was able to really dive into my to-do list for the week. And my to-do list that I had set for the week, it was like 12 things. I finished 10 of those things just today. Even when you called me while I was working, you were like,
you finished everything. Yes.
So being able to set small goals for yourself will definitely help you to be able to help you in your mindset of your new beginning. Okay. The next one is stay open-minded. I think that's super important. Keeping an open mind about the opportunities that may arise. Being flexible and adaptable can lead to unexpected and rewarding experiences that you might not have considered initially. I think that that's super important. Like keeping your mind open to these new beginnings. A lot of times we have an expectation of the way that we want something to happen, and sometimes it just doesn't happen that way.
Yep. This is a good one for me.
Yeah.
I'm writing it down. Y'all got your
All right. And our last one that I want to add, this is important, is to seek support and build connections. As I said, my friends back home, you all have been so supportive to me, but I've been having the opportunity to build connections out here and just trying to meet different people. And so that's just a journey that I'm on, like just really seeking the support to reach out to others and support for guidance, and then just making sure I know that will help my transition to be a little easier.
Yes, these are great tips. Great tips. I know me personally, I'll be definitely keeping them handy as I continue through this process of my new beginning.
Right. I know. Listen, I feel like we got this. I feel like there's just so many things that's happening with the new beginnings and all of the things that we have going on. It's just a phenomenal aspect. And I feel like as long as you have somebody in your corner that's there to support you and help you, listen, you must succeed.
Yes, completely. Yeah. Because without support from my friends, from you as well, because you were encouraging me, enough throughout my car journey, my car new beginning. So thank you, because I mean, if you don't have people to speak life into you, to encourage you, to maybe even snap you back to reality, you curl up into a ball. You don't want to talk to anybody. You start ignoring more things that causes more problems. And, it could be different for other people, but I just feel like it doesn't get better if you push people away or if you keep everything in. You have to get it out. You have to have that. And yeah.
I love that. So tell the people on this new journey and this new beginning. I know that it's been a little while since you've been on the stage and you have a new show coming up. Please talk to everyone about how they can get tickets, how they can support. Tell them all the information about what's going on.
All right, y'all. So I am in a play. The play is called Secrets. All right. This is from Josiah Enterprise Theater. The link is in my bio. If you guys are interested in getting tickets, when you go, purchase a ticket, you are able to use my name as a promo code to get 10% off. So I really hope you guys can make it. The play will be showing at Plays and Players Theater, which is downtown Delancey. The show dates are from August 14th through August 17th. So there's a couple different shows. It's not just one. Don't feel pressured. Y'all have options. Please feel free to view them. The cast is amazing. I am working with some super talented people. Amazing writer, Jared, founder, director, CEO. He is amazing. He does a lot. He does so much. Check the link in my bio, because I'm telling you, anything that you want to know about this amazing man, you will find on his website. And it is the play is being directed by Courtney, who is amazing. This woman has me cracking up in rehearsal every day. I know she does voiceovers, so it's like she's always like giving us a character, but I love her down. But we would love for you guys to come and see the play. This play is actually going to be an immersive experience. So it's going to be different for me. It's going to be different for y'all. And I really want y'all to come out. So that's my play. That's coming up. And oh, Jesus, I have also had the opportunity to join season 2 of a web series called Kiki. So
I love that.
More details will come in with that. But if you've been on YouTube, Kiki is very popular. It's on a new TV show or channel. I can't think of the name. Full Out. I think it's called Full Out.
Okay.
Heard of it?
But we could definitely share the information if you go to our website, DwayneVonDrake.com, and you go under the podcast tab. We'll add information there so that you'll be able to see recaps and things from the show that Ana you can share all the information there.
Yes. But I'm super excited. As I said in a couple previous shows, this has been the most that I have put myself out there as far as acting, because the airport had me on demanding times. If that plane is delayed, I'm delayed. I gotta stay. Everybody, it messes up. So I'm proud of myself, and I really hope that you guys really take the time to just come out and just enjoy a night out. That's really what I tell people. It's not even about me. When is the last time you've actually gone to see a play? You know what I mean? Like, let that be self-care.
Listen, I love it. I will definitely be there. I'm coming straight from Columbia, South Carolina, straight to Philadelphia to make sure all your siblings, we're going to show up. Sophia actually put the link in the chat. So if you are watching this or going back to watch the replay, it is in the chat. So please feel free to do that. But make sure you get your tickets to come support Ana. As she said, once you use her name in there, you can get a discount. So please make sure y'all like free stuff and discounts and stuff like that because they ain't free. But you can go in there and get a discount. I'm so happy about that. Yes. And also, I want to invite everybody. Listen, feel no pressure. On Monday, August 4th, I am going to be doing a virtual housewarming party live. So if you would like to purchase anything from the list, I did put the information in the chat. It is our Amazon. It's an Amazon link. You can go on there. The stuff is affordable. I purposely just got things on there to just, just little things that will help this house become a home. Yes. So I did put it. If you are watching us on Facebook or if you are watching us on Instagram, feel free to go into my bio. You can definitely go into my bio and see the link there, and you can go and purchase. Thank you. Shout out to those who have already purchased some things for this virtual housewarming. So I will be opening. There's some things that will already be opened, but I'll be opening a lot of things on the August 4th. August 4th.
August 4th. Okay.
August 4th, Monday, August 4th. So that's next Monday. Next Monday, I will be doing a virtual reveal of the things that people decided to purchase. It's like 38 items, 40 items, something like that. But like I said, a lot of the stuff is very affordable. It's very cheap stuff. I'm not that guy because I am the person that I can take anything and make it look great and fabulous. So just whatever you can do, whatever you want to do to support if you can. Feel no pressure if you can't, but the link is in our chat. And if you go back and rewatch this, I'll also be sharing it on my story if you want to go be a part of that. But, you can be a part of that virtual. The goal is, so the key is order as soon as you can so that I can have it here to open. If not, I'll just acknowledge you if you would like to be acknowledged. I mean, if you don't mind to be acknowledged, because I want to thank you publicly. But if you don't mind, I want to share what you purchased. I don't care if it's a salt and pepper shaker. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Whatever you desire to do, I will be grateful for that because, I need to put some stuff in this house because I couldn't bring everything from Philadelphia. So, so I did share it. Feel free to go on there, but the goal is for you to purchase as soon as possible so that I can open it up on air. And if it's not here by that time, I would just acknowledge that you did it. So thank you all so much for that. I appreciate it.
Yes. And
so. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I'm getting you something off the list.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And the cool thing about it, some people were like, I don't want to, like people that were ordering already or looking at the list, they felt like I didn't want to double buy something or something like that. No, you don't have to worry about that because whatever's on that list, once it's purchased, it goes away. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to worry about double buying something or me having multiple somethings or any of that. Once you go to that registry list or once you view the list, it goes right away. So whatever you purchase, it goes away. So, yeah.
Good to know. Copy
yes,
that.
It goes away. It goes away. Well, listen, I do want to check in with some of our viewers. I know that some of our viewers are starting some new things. There's some new beginnings. If you want to share your new beginnings and how you're feeling about that, we do want to take a moment to shout you out tonight. We want to also take a moment to thank everybody who is watching us on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. Y'all are lit on Facebook tonight. Thank you so much. But I'm excited about everybody that's watching tonight. So thank you so much for your love and your support over season 2. So Ana, I have to ask you, what has been one or some of your favorite moments in season 2?
It definitely was Thanksgiving.
That episode was something.
I'm so going through my pictures earlier today, I'm like tickled. I'm tickled at, because I'll be taking behind the scene clips or after the show and just remembering certain things. But Thanksgiving is the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah. When we
Another
were
one.
tasting the food.
Yes, that was like.
That was great.
I actually want to go back and watch it.
Right.
It was so funny. Anytime Shauna came on.
Yes. Shout out to Shauna. Yeah.
She makes amazing drinks. And like, so there was a little accident. I had a little accident. When we were making one of the drinks, and like you guys couldn't see it because clearly, you can't see my floor, but that episode was probably my second best because I had to play it off. Y'all just don't understand what goes on behind the scenes.
They really don't. And like, even for us not to be in the same house, like I don't think that they understand, like, once we even like come in. So every day, just to give you a little bit behind the scenes of what we do, right? Every night before the show, we come on at 7:30 and we do like an update of like what we're going to talk about on the show. Like, we don't really talk about like what we like verbatim what we're going to say. We kind of give like an outline of what the show is going to be and how we're going to flow. And there's so many bloopers and things that happen. We're running around the house. Sometimes we're getting dressed like right in front of each other, like trying to get things together for the show. I'm like, people don't understand like what it takes to really put this together, especially not being in the same house, being virtual, making sure that the cues and all of those things are happening. But that night was so funny because when I went back to watch the show, I noticed everything that you said, but I did not notice it in the show. But that was a good one. Anything else about your favorite show? Any favorite moments of the season?
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. My cheeks hurt so bad.
I could not believe you spilled the whole entire drink. Right?
I can't even tell y'all what episode it is. So now y'all gotta go watch every single one.
Right? That is funny.
Let me see. Another one. I mean, I just really enjoy when our guests come on. I feel like we definitely have an amazing show when guests come on because they're bringing their spark, their flair, their fire, their information, their brand, their name. They're bringing everything to our show, and it's appreciated. So anytime we've had a guest, I'm just going to say, okay, all of our guests have been amazing this season. I cannot wait for season 3. But, of course, hear some of your favorite moments from season 2.
Definitely the Thanksgiving episode was one of my favorites. I really enjoyed our family game night. That was so fun. I don't think I laughed so hard. Like, that was really, really great. That was such a great show. I was like in tears laughing at y'all.
Oh my God, Kevin.
Right. And I agree with you as well. Anytime that we are able to have a guest on the show is always one of my favorite moments because I love to hear different perspectives. I love to see like them come as themselves and share their expertise or whatever the case, or just add to the conversation. Like, that's always so great for me. So I love anytime that our guests, but Thanksgiving show was really great. And I loved when we had our first episode, when you came on as our co-host in the very first show that we did together. In that moment, the reason why it was one of my favorite shows is because in that moment, I realized that we are about to go on a great ride together. And I was so grateful that you said yes. And I was grateful that we came together to do this show.
Oh, DW, stop. Thank you.
If you're watching, share with us. If you remember some of our conversations, you can add to this conversation by just going into the chat and letting us know some of your favorite shows. And to talk about some of the things that we want to see. Ana, what about you? What are some things that you want to see when we return for season 3? Like, what are some things that you would like on your wish list? Like, what are some things that you would love to see as we go into season 3?
Well, I definitely know that we have to have some people come back. We had some amazing guests. I have some people that I wasn't able to get on. So that's going to be exciting. I've been doing some networking with a really, 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 really good friend of mine. And I'm excited about that. So that's, I want us to have some more exciting guests. I feel like I want to be like, I don't know. I don't want to say a fashion show, but I want us to show like a different side, like just something else, like that's going to be more of us getting up. Look at him, look at him, look
Okay.
at him, look at him. But something like, I don't know, just something interactive, like
Okay.
maybe somebody that's next to us and like have a show, something like that. I don't know. I'm still thinking on it, but what else? I'm just excited, honey, because we're gonna be going into a whole new year. If we're coming back in September, we're gonna be going into 2026.
Yeah.
Honey. I don't know, but that's what comes to mind right now. What about you? What about you?
I think for me, I want to definitely have more exciting guests on the show. I want us to do. I want us to have more real conversations as well. I think very transparent. Like there's a lot of conversations that I've been like, I don't know if I want to talk about it. I don't want to feel. But as we go into season 3, I want us to be able to talk very raw and authentically about just the state of the world and where we are, and be able to reach more people. Like I want to be able to just really engage with more people and have like pre-interviews and all of those things. I really want to see
what they saying, because I know you reading. What is that?
I know I'm reading and I'm thinking too. I love the ideas. Pam, thank you so much for chiming in. Pam said, I like the idea. How about multiple ways to wear outfits? I love that idea. Chantel said, I want to see the couple of the Enterprise come back. They were hilarious talking about yes from your organization that you're in now. Like we definitely am looking to have like more shows, more great shows. I am going to be working like with Ana over this next couple of months while we're like on our break, and as we come back, and just thinking about different ways that we can really promote this show and really just have a great show and all of those great things. So yeah.
Oh, thank y'all so much for your comments. I'm gonna upgrade. What I want for next season is an upgrade for my screen.
Right.
Has an amazing, nice size screen, and baby girl is working with an iPhone 13, maybe. It's
right. But listen, but for the last 17 episodes, it has worked perfectly fine.
There you go. Yes, sir. Yes, it has. Yes. Listen, I just want to be able to see the amazing comments that you guys are leaving.
Well, listen, you can always go back and watch them.
Yeah. That's exactly what I got to do. I said, oh my God, look.
I love that. I love it. Well, Ana, it's towards the end of our show.
Lord, we done did it. I'm so grateful. Look at this season 2.
I know. Season 2, episode 17. We have made it to the end of season 2. Just in case if you are wondering, we will be back on Monday, September 29th for season 3 of A Human Being. So we are taking about 2 months to really just keep living life and be in our new beginnings and all of that kind of stuff. But Ana, again, I'm just so grateful for you and to say thank you so much for just going on this ride with me in season 2. And I look forward to season 3 coming back even bigger and better.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. It has been nothing short of amazing. Again, I'm gonna keep saying it, honey, because Monday nights became my new favorite day of the week. That's just what Monday.
So Ana, I'm going to give you an opportunity to give some closing remarks, and then I'll close, and then it'll be a wrap for season 2.
Okay, well, I just genuinely want to thank everybody that has stayed on board with us throughout this whole ride with season 2. It was my first podcast, and I can now say that I did it. This was getting for me, but you guys have been so supportive and interactive, and I love it. I'm so grateful for DW for his platform and just being able to get all the great information out there to people who need it, people who may not have the opportunity to get it on a daily basis. Guess what? You can come here Monday nights or have a replay and watch our wonderful shows. So thank you guys. Thank you for coming in and just being a great audience. And thank you. you.
You're so welcome. It's been a joy and a pleasure. I'm so grateful for all of our viewers. Ana, I'm grateful for you. For all of you who would like to go back, if you missed the episode and you want to rewatch an episode, you can go to our YouTube channel, A Human Being TV, or you can go on any of our social media sites and see the channels. You can go to I Am a Human Being on Instagram, or you can go to Dwayne.Bundrake or ACH. I'm going to say it wrong. AC
91. Instagram.
ACH 91.
91. Yup.
Yes, ACH 91. You can go on there and see either one of our pages to be able to see the replay of any of our shows from season 1 or season 2. You can go and see. They are all on our social media and on our YouTube channel. And if you have not, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that when we start back with our new shows and all of those great things, you'll be able to catch them as well. But this is what I want to say as we are closing out, that life is really a series of new beginnings, and each one is a chance for us to grow, learn, and really just define our path. As you step into this new chapter, embrace the excitement and the possibility that lie ahead for you. Remember, it's okay to feel mixed emotions, excitement, fear, hope, and even uncertainties. These feelings are a part of your journey. So take a moment, reflect on what you truly want to achieve, and set small goals to guide you. Surround yourself with supportive people who uplift you and inspire your journey. Every new beginning is an opportunity to reinvent yourself and create the life you envision. Believe in your strengths, stay open to the possibilities, and trust that what you have, you will thrive in. Here's to new adventures and wonderful opportunities that await us. With encouragement and love, embark on your new beginnings. I love you all. I am Dwayne Wiggins Jr. along with my co-host Ana Henderson, and we thank you so much for watching season 2 of A Human Being. Until next time, everybody, have a good night.
Bye, guys. I'm gonna cry.